We're back. Not a criminal attorney, not here to give legal advice, but I am here to give you the real on this Diddy trial. So in these next couple videos, we are going to get into the cross-examination of Mia. For those of you guys who are new here, Mia is one of Diddy's victims that testified under a pseudonym to protect her privacy. Let's get into it. In cross-examination, the defense really highlighted numerous positive social media posts and gestures made by Mia following allegations of years-long sexual and physical assault that occurred at the hands of Diddy. The defense questioned how Mia could praise Diddy publicly while also accusing him of such horrific misconduct. He presented posts, videos, and messages of Mia celebrating Diddy's birthday, sharing affectionate messages, expressing emotional distress and devastation when her job ended. Mia explained that her public praise was a facade, crafted to maintain appearances, protect her safety, and to avoid scrutiny by Diddy's fan base and her own family. She testified that social media portrayed a false narrative common to many and that it was a part of her job. Also emphasized that she was in fear of Diddy, had no support system, and that she was psychologically manipulated. Her emotional responses, such as suicidal thoughts after losing her job, reflected her complete entrapment in Diddy's world. The defense sought to undermine Mia's credibility by suggesting inconsistencies between her positive public posts and her current claims. Mia stood firm in her testimony that she gave last Thursday about experiencing physical and sexual abuse at the hands of Diddy by stating, "What I've said in this courtroom is true. I have not lied to anyone at all." She admitted that she had never reported any of the abuse she experienced or screamed or any of the incidents because she was in complete shock and she had normalized the toxic environment around her. Mia says she is now unpacking all the trauma she experienced in therapy and never intended to sue Diddy. She described herself as young, manipulated, and trying to survive in a world where no one questioned Diddy's behavior. It was also brought out on cross-examination that Mia, for about 8 months, worked for a social icon and activist Madonna, which is important to note because on direct examination, she testified that it was hard for her to find work after she was terminated from Diddy's company. And so I think what the defense was trying to do here was point out or call into that inconsistency. Like you said that, you know, you had PTSD when you left Diddy. It was hard for you to find employment. You were fearful that he was going to blackball you in the music industry, that he was going to ruin your reputation. However, even with you feeling like that, when you were terminated from his company, you had no issue finding work with another music icon and was able to stay employed by her for 8 months. And so I think that was the importance of the defense attorney bringing that out on cross-examination to hone in on that point that you said you had trouble, but you didn't have that much trouble. You painted Diddy out to be this bad guy that was going to blackball you in this industry, and yet he didn't stop you from being able to get employed by another music icon. My name is Snipes-Booker, and that is the real on this Diddy trial.